This week on Jordan Jaunts.
We're breaking down our complete Zakynthos budget and sharing our favourite moments from the trip. But does Zante deserve its reputation as a great value Greek island?
Keep watching to find out.
2 weeks in Zakynthos, food, flights, boat trips. But how much do you think this all actually cost? Because we tracked everything, and honestly, some of the prices will really shock you.
Some in a good way.
And some absolutely not.
So in this video, we're going to break down all the costs involved in a 14-day holiday here in Zante. Whether it be the hotel, the flights, transfers, food and drink, entertainment, and all the little extras that you don't think about.
So keep watching, because by the end of this video, we'll tell you if Greece was incredible value or if it actually just emptied the bank account.
So if you've never been to Zante or you just love Zante, we'll show some fantastic views along the way. We came on this package holiday with Jet2, which included a flight, a transfer and bed and breakfast at Dino Hotel here in Tsilivi.
We don't always take package holidays because sometimes we find they can be overpriced, but I suppose it depends what time of year you go, and this worked out to be a great bargain that we'll share with you.
I've actually found lately, whether it be a flight or a package holiday, Jet2 has been very keen in price.
The great thing about a package is that reassurance. The reassurance that you're getting there, the reassurance that if there's a problem, you can get some support.
Our total cost for 14 nights here in Tsilivi is £740, which I think is cracking value.
That works out at £370 each for bed and breakfast and a fortnight's holiday. I think that's pretty good value.
I think there's no way we were being able to do that ourselves if we booked separately.
A nice setting for breakfast. Our food and drink costs really varied day to day. There are some expensive restaurants and some less expensive restaurants. What I would say is a main course starts on average at €7 and then it goes up. Our average main course price was around €12. How is this for a restaurant with a view? Beautiful. Because we're early retired, we have to be aware of costs, and we kept them a wee bit lower in this holiday by eating sometimes in the apartment. The price we're going to share with you includes all of our eating and drinking, including going for a coffee, having a meal, supermarket shopping and drinking in bars.
Hello, nice to meet you.
Hello! Hello!
Isn't this lovely? This is the epitome of Greece.
Drinking in bars or getting a coffee is very reasonable here. So average beer €5, the average coffee €3, which is better value than home. And I'm sure we all love saving money when we come on holiday. Lovely to see these coffee, ice cream and cake shops appearing all over the resort. They're open till late at night, so if you don't feel like you're out for a drink, you can come and get yourself a coffee and a nice treat. So stylish and actually really affordable.
Beautiful.
Oh, fabulous.
Here you are, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Come into Magetta, what a fabulous place here in the centre of the resort. Lovely coffees and a lovely complimentary donuts with ice cream and chocolate. How beautiful is this? What a beautiful traditional dish.
Let's get into it.
That is absolutely stunning. Beautiful.
How nice is this place though?
This is beautiful, so friendly.
Yeah. The total we spent in food and drink on 14 days was £730, which I feel is really good value considering the number of times we ate out.
I would have to say I added that one up about 4 times because it's probably the least we've ever spent on holiday in recent times. So that is, for me, a bargain, particularly a 2-week holiday. And I didn't feel we did without a thing.
No.
Lovely meals, lovely coffees, cup of beers. It's been amazing. But the bars, restaurants are traditional, tavernas, and then you've got the stylish bars and restaurants, so it's got it all here. The choice is second to none. I thought it was a much better resort than many have been in Greece or Turkey or Spain over the years.
The restaurants are great at catering for whatever dietary requirement you have, including gluten-free, meat-free, so it's brilliant to have that variety.
I think sometimes when people think about Greece, they think, oh, it's a lot more expensive than coming to Spain, Portugal or Turkey. We've certainly not found it in Zante. We've found it very comparable. But one major thing is, it is so much cheaper than home. I would say a good 15 to 20% cheaper on drinks and possibly a third cheaper in food. It doesn't get much better than this. Chilling away in Zante.
If you're new to our channel, we're James and Nicola. We early retired in 2025 and we're exploring the world on a budget.
Absolutely on a budget, because the amount of trips that we've been lately, we have to do it at a budget, otherwise we'd have to get ourselves back to work.
And this trip we've done considerably less than we normally do. But we've still done some great things, and if you're interested in seeing them, you can see them in our other videos. But we went a boat trip, we went to the gym, we hired a quad bike, we have had a great time.
Don't forget the mini golf, that was phenomenal.
Mini golf was fantastic. So how much have we spent?
We've spent in total £150. That is a total for all those activities, which I think is fantastic. Really decent value.
Really was considerably less than normal, which is great. So were those much cheaper than normal trips?
I think if we look at the boat trip, €15 each. I thought that was excellent for a couple of hours. Went to see some turtles, then we went to Turtle Island, went to see some caves. That was a cracking trip, and got to spend as long as we wanted on almost a deserted island. So I thought it was excellent, great value. And we got there to Laganis with a quad bike, so €40 for the whole day for that as well. Again, phenomenal.
That was great fun. I'm glad to get rid of it though. I think it looks more fun than it was. Just saying.
I've got to be perfectly honest, I found it great fun, just sitting in the back, strolling along, Nikki taking care of business. Fantastic, well done.
And we went to the mini golf, that was €18 each, and we
looked after ourselves, that's what we did. And that's probably a bit of the knock-on effect of why the food and drinks less this time. We signed up for a gym, which is something that we never do on holiday. And that was €80 total for 2 weeks. And that was us, €40 each. And that was an excellent gym to use, so friendly, and they had everything you would need. So let's do a recap. Jet 2, £740.
food and drink, £730.
And entertainment, £150. And that brings you to the grand total of £1,620, which I think is the least we have ever spent on a 14-day holiday.
So if we work that out per night, including our hotel, including everything, the total, if we work that out per night, it's £116, which I think is fabulous. I'm actually quite proud of us. Well done. Because we had fun on a budget.
We certainly did have fun on a budget, and I think something we were very mindful in this one was we got the package holiday at such a low cost, and sometimes you get the package at a low cost but you then below your budget with everything else. But we were mindful, how can we keep this whole holiday in a budget and actually be honest with ourselves to say, can you have a great holiday on a budget? And I would have to say yes. Tsilivi was amazing. Zante as an island as a whole is incredible. What a beautiful island, and it's one I'll certainly be back to.
I'm with you. I think we've had a great time here. Really nice place, and I definitely would come back. But of course what I'm going to do is continue to look for other budget holidays, so keep watching to see where we end up next.
So if you want to see what's happening in this beautiful island, catch up with the rest of the videos. on this playlist.
And until then, we'll see you in our next video.
Bye.
Bye for now. If you've enjoyed this content, you can get access to all of this on our channel. So please subscribe and you'll keep up to date with where we are in the world.
And it's free. So there's not many free things in this world, but subscribing to Jordan Jaunts is